Let's get into our segment called Eye on Lifestyle. Things might be on the horizon to open up pretty soon, but going back to work may be far from business as usual. In fact, it's going to require all of us to be willing to adapt to these new normals. So joining me this morning is Nikki Karnowski of Metamorphosis Coaching, Consulting, and Training. And Nikki has some tips to make sure that this transition goes smoothly. Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning, Jenna. Thanks for having me this morning. You know, people may think that things are going to be just like they used to be, but that really could be setting ourselves up for disappointment. We might need to kind of reframe some new expectations. We talked about having good communication before, and this is going to be vital, but there are a few other things that we can keep in mind to really foster our relationships at work, and it's going to go a long way. I kind of like to call it leading ourselves well. And one of the very first things when we go back is just remembering to have empathy for one another. You know, that's not sympathy for someone. It's rather putting ourselves in that person's shoes, how they're feeling. And that'll really go a long way. We can't change other people, but we can kind of change our perspective on it.
Definitely, and I think that there will be a lot of differing views, of course. This is a really polarizing time, and for some it might be a challenge to not get offended by how someone else expresses their feelings in the workplace. How can we handle that?
Yeah, I think, going back and having patience one another and that piece of respect. I don't have to agree with you, but I can respect your views, and we can also focus on the solution. What do we want the outcome to be in our workplace and how we're working? Where we can avoid those divisive things and really focus on the positive and the outcomes that we want.
Yeah, so what if tensions are high and someone just really blows it when they go back into work?
Well, I think as always, apologize. We're human. Tensions are high right now. Emotions are high. There's a lot of things that have been going on in people's lives and different experiences. So, like we said, be patient with one another, have that empathy and respect. And then if you do blow it, apologize and get back on. It's not a time to beat yourself up, but just realize where is that emotion coming from? Usually it's something that has nothing to do with the other person. It's been triggered in us. So get to the root with that and, deal with that. And then I think just that last piece, encourage one another. I think now more than ever, people need that kind, encouraging word, whether that's in your home, in the workplace, or even out at the store. I think people need to be encouraged.
Those are all great tips. And like you said, now more than ever, this is such an unprecedented time. And really, I don't think any of us, anybody watching or us ourselves, have experienced a transition quite like this. So those are great tips. Thanks so much for being here, Nikki. And we look forward to your topic next week. And we'll be right back after this break.